Welcome back. We are live. Live. Rellism Live Sports Talk, episode 115. Yes. Yo, thank y'all for watching on YouTube, listening on the podcast. My co-host Tommy on the Raw Show runs the Facebook page. If you have not liked that page and got up on that, check it out. He's doing big things. Of course, we got the custom merch. You want to support us? Let me know. Hit me on the DMs or something. We're taking on all comers, and I like to collab with comers. You know what I'm saying? Twitter has definitely let me reach a whole bunch of people. So I'm very thankful for the different podcasts. So many to mention, but check me out on Twitter at Rellism Sports Talk, and it's at Terrell452. You can just see who I'm following and who's following me. All them podcasts, quality people that know sports. I look forward to doing mini collabs with them. Of course, I got love for the Mamba, and I got love for my mama. You know what I'm saying? Rellism Sports Talk, where we talk about Hall of Famers, local talent, to the big-time storylines. And the big-time storylines today is a whole lot of NFL QB talk. We're not going to get into no fantasy, and we're going to save it for the Raw, but I'm hyped about it. It's coming up. NFL QBs, we talking deal or no deal. We talking about backups, final chances. And then the Christmas Day sports came out, the events, the games. You know, it was always just NBA basketball. That's when I started watching NBA basketball on Christmas. But now the football is just taking over. They got some games. But I don't think neither one of them hit a home run with it. I'm going to tell you who I think the game should have been later on, too. But starting it all off, next year, mark my words, next year, it's going to be a big-time QB shakeup in the NFL. We're going to start with the biggest one that's unsigned, R. Jackson, Tommy's man crush. He said, finally, if a deal's not done by week one, we're not negotiating throughout the season. And I'm like, oh, you stepping up. You finally talking about some good stuff now. But I'm also like, that means you ain't going to get on the field, right? I mean, you are a running quarterback. Anything could happen, man. But he's been in practice doing these things. I don't think he's scared of that. I think he's willing to bet on himself like Kirk Cousins did. And good for you. It ain't my money. I don't care. But I wouldn't do it. If he couldn't get a deal, I'm not going to play. That's just me. So if he doesn't get the deal, what's next? Because if I'm him, I'm kind of upset. I want an MVP, winning playoff games. I'm the face of the franchise. Everybody wants to take shots at me, but hey, whatever. Can you get better? What is the Ravens going to do? Are they going to franchise him? If you franchise him, sure, he's going to get big-time money. But is that going to draw a wedge in between you? We saw with Kirk. I keep bringing back Kirk Cousins. He did that twice to my Washington Redskins back then. He got his money, and then he got more money. So that was smart by him. So I don't know how it's going to feel if he doesn't get this contract. I don't know what the Ravens are thinking. And maybe they want to move on, and we'll get to that later on. But then Zach Wilson, the face of the Jets. The Jets done invested all kinds of stuff in their team. Their offense is loaded. They got the number one rookie running back. They got my man Garrett Wilson from Ohio State, the wide receiver, plus all the wide receivers they already had. You know what I mean? Their team is nice. They got the tight end from the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals. So they're ready to explore some things, and now he's out. And then it doesn't help when the rookie Garrett Wilson comes out and says, well, Joe Flacco back there, he makes an easier ball for me to catch. That's not good to hear. Bro, you need to listen with the Patriots how they do the microphone, because that's not something you're supposed to say. For somebody that they moved up in the draft to get him at the number 2 pick, and he's not performing. You know what I mean? So we'll see what's going to happen with that. And then the next one, Tua. He's had multiple offensive coordinators, multiple systems. You already heard the rumors that they wanted Brady, and there was rumors about Watson and everything else. Is this his final chance with this organization? I don't think it's his final chance in the NFL. I think he could get another job starting somewhere else. But is this his final chance with the Dolphins? Because, you know, he's had injury issues. The team is built to win right now. They're built. So we'll see what their thought process is with Tua. Just like Zach Wilson. I know it's only Zach Wilson's second year, but he ain't really showing nothing. At least I can say Trevor Lawrence and Fields and look at David Mills, what he's doing for the Texans. Yeah, I said it. I know the guys on Raw show is going to kill me. Like, let me dog it, David Mills, but whatever. Then the next guy, Jalen Hurts. The organization might be saying this is it. You got one time to shine, baby. Because last year, yeah, they made the playoffs. All the Eagle fans gonna talk about, oh, we made the playoffs. Oh, we made the play. They didn't beat no team with a winning record at all the whole year. And then when they made the playoffs, they got shellacked. It was over fast. So pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. I know y'all got a superstar team right now, and everybody's ready to say that they're the best thing ever. But we remember the last time the Eagles said they had a dream team. How'd that work out? So I look at Hurts as the same way with Tua and Wilson, that the teams are built for y'all to do something. And not saying that this is your last chance to be a starter, but this might be your last chance in that organization, particularly because the Eagles have 2 first-round picks next year. And they got a team. They went out and got A.J. Brown. They drafted well, and they got players. And the NFC might be the weakest that it's been in a long time. I mean, think about it. Tom Brady's on his last leg, I think, because I'm with my brother Derek when he was talking about that offensive line and everything. We saw in the scrimmage. He was getting hammered in that scrimmage. You know what I mean? And Stafford's looking banged up a little bit. Aaron Rodgers ain't got Devontae Adams. Russell Wilson's up in Mile High City riding with Tommy. You know what I mean? So I feel like, yeah, I mean, what else you gonna do? What else you gonna do? This might be your last time to be an Eagle, or unless you pull through with something. Another guy that a lot of people are not talking about is Dak Prescott. I know. He went to the playoffs, did all this. He's been to the playoffs twice. You ain't won nothing, homie. You ain't won nothing. In the rookie year when you and Zeke was there, that was Tony Romo's team. That team was built for Tony Romo. Okay, so you got there, you went to the playoffs, and then you laid an egg in the first half. You almost had a good comeback, but you laid an egg. The next year, Zeke got hurt, and then we really saw what you was about. Nothing. You really wasn't doing nothing then. Last year, you were hurt, devastating injury, whatever. We didn't know if you were going to get your money. You got your money. Cool, because the fans love you, the team loves you, everybody loves you. But then you make the playoffs last year, and then you lose, and you run into the butt of an official on the last play of the game. Tony Romo fumble snaps for the kick to win the playoff game. You run into officials' butts. Are you Romo part 2? Because he didn't do nothing either. He was there. He was a good fantasy quarterback. He put up stats. Never amounted really to nothing. You're a great announcer, Tony Romo. Dak, you got a great story. But when's going to be enough that Dallas is going to get fed up with it? I don't know. Jerry Jones seems to favor quarterbacks a little bit more than they do coaches, because if their coach keeps getting penalties like they did in that preseason game, he's gone. But who you going to replace it with? Sean Payton? If it ain't Sean Payton, both of your coordinators ain't doing nothing either. And I've never been high on either one of them, really. So we'll see what Dallas is going to do. I hope they keep blundering because, as you know, I'm a Washington fan. But those are quarterbacks that I'm like, the teams might get enough of you. All around quarterbacks. We started talking about Joe Flacco. He's already starting the season. Suppose Joe Flacco goes out there and does something with that offense. I mean, he is throwing catchable balls. They already said it. Can Wilson not play? Because last year when Wilson got hurt, the quarterback White, everybody fell in love with. So obviously they don't love Wilson already anyway. Joe Flacco's won a Super Bowl when nobody thought he would. I just feel some kind of Nick Foles type thing with Carson Wentz. If Joe Flacco's out there and if he starts winning, I can see something like that happen. And since I said Carson Wentz, that's my quarterback. But if he don't win right here, it might be done with him. I don't know. But for the Giants, that's in our division also. Tyrod Taylor is getting first team snaps. Daniel Jones already didn't get his 5th-year option picked up. He's a lame duck already. My thing is he's a lame duck already. Tyrod Taylor's played with every damn team in the league. You know what I mean? Every time he has a chance to start, something crazy happens. He was a quarterback for the Chargers, and they were supposed to do something. What happened? His coach poked his lung or something. And that's how Justin Herbert started. And now look at Justin Herbert. He's my MVP for this year. And I got the Chargers winning the Super Bowl. How does somebody puncture your lung? You should just poke them in the heart because you just ruined his chances to be a starter again. And my thing is for the Giants, if you're going to go ahead and not play Daniel Jones and let Tyrod get first-team reps, go ahead and make the trade and get Jimmy Garoppolo. Go ahead and do that because what else you going to do? But keep sucking, because I like that, because at least we won't be last place in the division. Speaking of last place in the division, this goes for Keith and Swole Daddy and everybody else in Steeler Nation with the terrible towels. I don't know how y'all picking them to win the division, much less the Super Bowl, Swole. Come on, dude. Pick it. All right, rookie. Pick it. Great job, Pickett. Great job. You led a game-winning drive against, fourth-string players? Come on, man. All three quarterbacks do touchdowns and everything else. Y'all just looking for a reason to justify that pick of Pickett. I'm not sold on him. I'm not sold at all. One guy that I am sold on is my man Malik in Tennessee. What you talking about, Willis? Yeah, Malik Willis. This dude looked as advertised when they talked about he might be a first-round pick. Slipped to the third round. But he was out there stunting. He was out there doing things, joystick, Michael Vick joystick type things. He can gun it, do a long touchdown pass, running it. Tannehill, I don't know, bro. Tommy's other man crush. Tommy, you be loving mugs. That ain't good. I mean, I don't even know what to say to you. But Willis is one of them backups that might play sooner than later. They didn't think he was going to be smart. See, I don't even want to say the word smarter with him because people are going to turn it into something else. But people didn't think that he was going to be ready enough since he came from a smaller school. I don't know. So getting to the backup people. I talked about Wentz. If Wentz does not perform here, I think he's done with being a starting quarterback in the NFL. The other guys I talked about before, Hurts, Tua, Wilson, Dak, if they fail in their organization, I can see them still going somewhere else. These guys, I don't think they'll ever be a starter again if they lose out this year. Wentz, this is it for you, buddy. You better perform. Whoever's the backup for Carolina, which I think is going to be Sam Darnold, but who knows what's crazy with that. You will not be a starter anymore. Daniel Jones, like I just said about Tyrod Taylor, or if they trade for him, if they didn't pick up your fifth-year option, you might not ever be a starter again. And then this one's going to be crazy because it started all the controversy with Aaron Rodgers. When all these dope wide receivers were in 3 picks. I had to pause for a minute because my internet said some weird connection. And I'm tired of this. I'm going to figure out why my internet's messing up, guys. I'm sorry. But Jordan Love throwing 3 picks. They tried to justify it like, well, watching the film, maybe everything wasn't his fault. Look, dude, you blew it. You had a chance to trade him before everybody knew that he sucked. Now what you going to do for Jordan Love? Ain't nobody trade for him. You wasted a first-round pick on him. He's going to be like Josh Rosen. You ain't going to get nothing for him. He's done. You blew it. I mean, yeah, you got to put him back out in the preseason and try to justify something, but Aaron Rodgers is laughing at you. He's laughing at you while he's getting $50 million a year. Green Bay Packers, boy. Green Bay Packers. That's some Redskin stuff right there, Green Bay. I don't even know what to tell you. So I think those are the final chances as a starter. I think if Jordan Love does not show something in these next 2 preseason games, he won't even get a chance to start, no matter that he ain't started yet. I mean, in a full season with another team. So I don't know. And going back to Pittsburgh, if Pickett starts, Trubisky, you might be done, son. Might be done. I think you have talent, but if you lose to small hand Pickett, you a backup for real. The other guy, Tannehill. If Willis takes your job, I think he will. I think he can survive. I think Tannehill can survive just because he's been, number 1 seed for the Titans, things like that. But he's not nobody that's going to take you over the top. That's why they drafted Willis. I mean, that's how they drafted him. And the way I compare it to the 49ers when they drafted Trey Lance. Now, obviously, they drafted Trey Lance real early, but Willis showed you that he could have been a first-round pick. And then you had Jimmy G. Jimmy G and Tannehill, similar to me. Lance and Willis, similar to me. I'm just saying. And you saw what happened to Jimmy G after that 1 year. They gave Lance a chance. Even though he took him to the Super Bowl, you ain't enough, baby. You can't take us over the top. I think that they're looking at Willis right now saying Tannehill had the number 1 seed. We've been number 1 seed twice with Tannehill, and we have nothing to show for it. We need more dynamic. And I think Willis might be that guy to do it sooner than later. Nobody thought he would even play this year. But the way he looked, and sure, it wasn't first team, but he's getting reps now. He's getting first team reps now. So I like to see what's going to happen in the next game. He's supposed to start the next game. So let's see what's going to happen. So that's my take on the QBs. I think it's going to be a whirlwind. I'd love to see them all fail because my quarterback sucks. I like to take a chance with Hurts or Tua or Zach Wilson or somebody because we ain't never got a quarterback. Washington, what's going on? But let's get to the good stuff. Christmas Day sports. The first year for the NFL to do it. So we're going to go to the NFL sports first. It said the Packers and the Dolphins. It's going to be the first game. I can see that. You're looking at Aaron Rodgers. You're looking at Miami's revamped team and loaded team. Cool. That's cool. 2 good teams, cool. The next game was the Broncos and the Rams. I really like this one with Russell Wilson there going against Super Bowl champions. I think that's a premier game. I'm going to agree with that one. And the last game was the Buccaneers and the Cardinals. I mean, you got Tom Brady and you got Kyler Murray getting his money. I just don't think there's no boom to any of those. There's no boom except for the Broncos and Rams. The 2 games that I would switch is I would have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to play Miami in Miami. Why not? Tom Brady wanted to play in Miami anyway. They were trying to sneak him in there. Let him go against Tua. Let him go. That'd be great. That's big-time storylines. Tampa Bay at Miami. Tua and Brady. With all the controversy with the owner and everything else. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that. And then if you want Aaron Rodgers to participate in Christmas, let him play against the Chiefs. That's perfect. They both lost their number 1 wide receiver, but they're both supposed to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. Let them play each other. Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. That's box office already. Without Devontae Adams and without Tyreek Hill. I think those 2 games would have been better than Packers, Dolphins, and Bucks, Cardinals. We'll debate that on the Raw show. We'll see what's going on. I'm just happy that the NFL is taking over everything. I feel bad for the NBA. Not really, but taking over. So the NBA Christmas, that's always been a big holiday day for, like I said, I start watching basketball then. So they have 5 games. And I'm going to tell you which games I think they should be. We got the Bucks with Giannis at the Celtics. Premier game. I think it's great. I can see why they put that on there. 76ers at the Knicks. They trying to sell the Knicks. I just don't think that Jalen Brunson's going to sell me. Unless you know something that I don't know about Donovan Mitchell going there. I don't know. I'm not sold on that game so much. The Suns against the Nuggets. You know how I feel about the Joker and the Nuggets. I think they're a waste. The Suns, I mean, haven't we seen this story 2 straight years? They're good on paper. When the chips are on the table, what happens? They fold. The next game, Lakers and Mavs. I think you always got to have the Lakers on there when you got LeBron because everybody loves LeBron for some reason. And Luka's great for the Mavericks. That's box office. I just don't like the way they're matched up together. I'll tell you a better situation. And the last game they had was the Grizzlies and the Warriors. I like that. I really do like that matchup. But I'm gonna twist it up a little bit for you. And I can see why they would do that. Ja versus Steph, whatever. But what happened to the Nets? No Nets on Christmas? We don't know what's going to happen with KD and them. No Minnesota Timberwolves? Charles Barkley said they have to win. They have the best roster. They got Rudy Gobert. They're not on Christmas. The Chicago Bulls, before people got hurt, they said that they were the best team, and they got some players on their squad. No Clippers, no Kawhi Leonard, no Paul George, no John Wall. What's going on? Everybody's healthy now? And no Pelicans? Did everybody forget how Zion was box office? Exploding shoes and all kinds of stuff going crazy? Did we forget? So here's my 5 games. I like the fact that the Bucks are going to play. I had the Bucks playing the Bulls. And if anybody's listening to the media right now, Giannis is on the record saying anybody would kill to play for the Bulls because of Michael Jordan playing there and the accomplishments that they made. So why not put Giannis in Chicago on Christmas? Let the crowd cheer for Giannis, try to get him to join them after his contract's over. That's big time storylines. Let's go. You got all these players for the Bulls too. I mean, come on, man. I think that's a good matchup. And then I said the Wolves versus the Warriors. You got all the young guns and Rudy Gobert going against the defending champions. Why not? Old school versus new school. I love it. I'd love to see that matchup right there. And then, of course, you got the Lakers, so you might as well play LA versus LA. LeBron, you got your money, which we'll talk about. You and Anthony Davis versus Paul George and Kawhi. Go at it. Battle of LA in the same building. You got to have that on Christmas. And then I agree with the Grizzlies. I said the Grizzlies, but I want them to play the Suns. It's another old school versus new school. Ja go against Chris Paul. You know what I mean? I want to see Devin Booker go against these guys. I want to see that. Grizzlies versus Suns. And then the last game I got, the Pelicans versus the Celtics. Because I think they have so many players, and both of these teams are the top 2 teams to get Kevin Durant. If you look at it on paper, they have the best trade quality and everything else that goes with it. Plus, the Pelicans don't sleep. They got B.I., Zion, C.J. McCollum. They got some players out here. And we already know about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart for the Celtics. Huge game. That could be a finals preview. So those are my 5. I like my 5 better than y'all's 5. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. What y'all say? Oh, the Patriots out here, they try to do whatever they can. They can't cheat no more. So they fighting. Watch out, Tommy. Your keeper might be injured. They out here beating up Christian McCaffrey. Oh, Lord. So then I'm go ahead and finish up with Terrell's take. But before I do that, congratulations to Dick Vitale. If you don't watch college basketball, I do. He talks about he's a PTPer and all this stuff. Cancer-free. That's awesome. And I love seeing stuff like that because he was one of the big supporters of the Jimmy V Foundation, to help with cancer research. He's had 2 different types of cancer, and now he's cancer-free. I salute that. I applaud that. I love seeing stuff like that. We don't celebrate enough of cancer survivors as opposed to cancer victims. So great job. You're a quality man, whatever. So let's get to the Terrell's takes. We hinted at it with LeBron. LeBron signed a 2-year deal, most money, yada, yada, yada. Why are we doing that, Lakers? What are we doing? He does not deserve the Kobe treatment. Kobe signed his last contract. He didn't deserve it, but he deserved it for longevity and what he brought as a Laker, as what he blood, sweat, and tears for the Lakers. LeBron is not a Laker, son. No, he's not. He's not. LeBron is a LeBron. He's all about LeBron. He's not about an organization. He's all about manipulating every organization to get what he wants. And the track record proves it. And now we just fell back into the same category. We're going backwards as an organization. We had a chance to get out from under LeBron's rug. We had a chance. You know what I mean? Now we just gave him the power again. He's only concerned with playing with his son at this point. He got the most money to play in Los Angeles, which means he got movies, commercials, he got deals, endorsements, and he still has a chance with his 2-year contract to maneuver his way to play wherever his son goes, which I don't think his son is good enough to play. But his name will, because that's the way this world works and society works. So now we're handcuffed, and Jeannie Buss is going to be tweeting to Kobe again about what to do. Right now, what I would do, I'll speak for Kobe on my shirt. Trade LeBron James right now to the Nets for Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons, and Seth Curry. And if you have to throw in Westbrook, do it. Because that team in LA with Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons, Anthony Davis, Seth Curry, we have a chance. With a first-round pick after that, we have a chance. Now with LeBron, all that money tied up on him, he's only about him, guys. I don't know. So that's Terrell's take. Let me know what y'all think. I'm curious. I'm anxious. I can't wait to see what y'all say. Thank y'all for joining in. I really appreciate it. I saw all the viewers. Thank y'all for viewing. All my new subscribers, thank y'all. We over to like the 160 mark right now. So that's all right, yo. That's all right. We starting to kick it off. You know, I can't wait. Jason, 3rd and 3 podcast. I can't wait to do the draft this Sunday. Hopefully everything works out with that. Thank you again for including me that. Mr. George Teague, I can't wait to get my set. Appreciate you and what you're doing for the Alabama Foundation that we're all supporting. If y'all don't know about that, check it out on his Twitter. Again, all the other podcasts I can't even mention them all right now. Nikki, I can't wait. Even though I hate the Giants, I'm ready to do it. Have a collabo with everybody. Thanks again, Rellism Sports Talk Live, episode 115. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.